All of our new modelling or new extensions don't look anything like the old house, but spatially, particularly inside, if there's not a sort of subtle move from the old to the new, you will find yourself living in a house which has a wing, as it were, that you never go to because it's so radically different. And on the one hand, our early extensions were extensions to mediocre houses, and houses that were developer built but were in spectacular sites, and that poses particular problems in comparison to, say, a really decent Victorian villa which is old but has quality, and you can contrast new quality with old quality. If you've got mediocre quality, most planning departments would say extend what is there at the moment, so you're in danger of extending mediocrity with more mediocrity. So that means that you have to look at the wider context and pick up clues from the wider context that the existing building hasn't picked up. The great thing about the Scottish landscape is its ruggedness, incredible coastline, and the buildings that have been built in the rural landscape, the vernacular buildings, tend to be simple forms, usually pitched roof forms. They're usually black and white, and they're usually a one-room thick plan, and that aspect of particular neutrality of colour in relationship to this widely changing rural landscape, heather, rocks, grass, purple, brown, blue, green. That's a consideration as well. As you come into the cities, stone would still be used. Glasgow is a stone city traditionally, but brick has been used by most of the volume house builders. Brick is also used mostly traditionally for industrial buildings. There's a very blue light in this part of Scotland that changes. You can have 4 seasons one day. It's an amazing sort of place. You know, our photographer who was here tonight says he's always chasing good weather in the way that his colleagues in California chase a cloud. You know, I think, here's a cloud, that's going to make an interesting photograph. In Scotland, the weather, the light changes a lot, and is obviously in the winter time quite restricted. So we sort of look to people at Aalto and the Scandinavian architects as to how they've dealt with things, because they're a little bit more extreme in their climate than we are, rather than the southern Mediterranean architects.